When you think of a Native Indigenous person, ask yourself, besides seeing who is the real proponent of violence in this earth, on this earth, even by ratio, even by percentages, but really we need to be looking at it as ratio, but even by percentages, when we're talking about crimes against humanity, no one takes the cake over Caucasians. The complete dilapidation of our hierarchical world and making melanated people the economic buffer for everyone else is strategic. And what do people do when they're in poverty? They steal from each other. They have a low compartmentalization of what is happening around them. They might even lack less awareness. They're in a fight or flight stance. Besides seeing black folk red rum each other for sneakers and items and trinkets and gold chains and a gold watch, and for a sect or a gang or for their image or for within their own community, who has committed more atrocities against other nations in terms of country and nations in terms of peoples and demography? No one takes the cake but Caucasians. No one does. That is a fact. And I bring that up to say that it's the same cognitive dissonance that allows you to feel this sort of entitlement over people's lives, that you feel like you can take them and that you can speak over them and that you can create Gnosticism without including a whole group of people you know were here before you. That's why the Gnosticism really isn't working in terms of Caucasianness and where you come from. You want to talk about the Pleiadians? You want to talk about the Nordics? Yeah, they're interdimensional beings, and they're the type of beings that I would say recently for sure, but even back in the Anunnaki days, they were filling their homunculi with, because the homunculi did not have a divine spark. And I'm not saying Caucasians nowadays don't have a divine spark. Some of them do. Not most of you, though. Not most of you. And because of how I think a lot of the blood has been miscegenated over this course of thousands of years, I think there is an ability to be infested by multiple different avenues and ways. One of the ways I talk about is their infestation can be through trauma and affecting your nervous system, which in turn fractures your toroidal field for interdimensional beings or demons to infest the mind and the body. A programming to infest the body. Like I said, I don't think that Caucasians are just, completely a lost cause, but really look at the term of where white devil comes from, right? This isn't a new term. This has been actually around for, I want to say, thousands of years. It's definitely been around for centuries. This is not just because of Caucasian violence either.